Okay.
All right, man.
Okay, and I should look at you then?
Yeah?
That'd be
Sure.
great.
Does that better?
Thanks.
Okay.
Okay, everybody okay? Everybody can hear me?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. First, I want to thank you all for coming today. We have a great story about ending the trash collection strike, which was a sympathy strike for the Boston strike, which has nothing to do with the city of Chula Vista. The great thing is, I called an emergency meeting on Monday. We were able to get certain positive responses from Republic Services, as well as we threatened to declare a state of emergency today if things hadn't gone. And I believe that pressure had helped end the strike quickly. We're excited that we're getting our drivers back, but the bottom line is collection is going to continue. Republic Services says they're about 1 to 2 days behind, so I encourage residents to keep their trash out. They will be focusing on residential, multifamily, and commercial. We're expected that their collection services should be up to date by Monday.
And did workers start today? They're back at work today? Are they
Yes.
deploying trucks as we speak to help with just the delay that's been going on for days now?
Yeah, they reported this morning, and that was the first call I got in I think 6 a.m. And we're excited to see the workers are back. In addition, the workers that came from Imperial Valley, Arizona are going to continue to work in the city of Chula Vista to make sure that we get caught up.
How many trucks are going to be deployed now?
On a normal day, they have a little more than 80 trucks, and though that would be a standard day with no strike at the Republic Services in Chula Vista. And they collect 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. And that's why we were having our support, or the Republic Services was having the support team work on Saturday and Sunday, because those are not normally days that drivers work, to be able to catch up as much as possible.
Is there anything in particular that people need to do to make sure that their trash is picked up?
Make sure that they keep their trash bins on the curb. It'll be a day, at most 2, to get collected. Again, if you're having issues of being overstocked in your cart, you can go ahead and use the other carts. You don't have to separate it because of this issue this week. But the biggest thing is make sure you keep your collection carts on the curb, because they will be picked up.
What was the sudden change? I mean, we went to the special meeting. We heard from sanitation workers, and they obviously are in the solidarity strike for a reason. And of course, residents are valid to have those frustrations. But what sort of made this agreement to come back to work and start, going back to the job that they have?
Well, I called an emergency meeting. I think they understood that the residents were very unhappy, especially because they were striking for sympathy over a strike in Boston, which is over 3,000 miles away. In addition, we put pressure on Republic Services to have additional drivers come in, and we set a deadline to potentially declare a state of emergency, and I think that deadline really helped push both parties to come together to end the strike.
And we know that there's other. I don't know if you can speak on this, but there's other cities that are also contracted by Republic Services. Could there be sort of a situation where maybe they could move the strike because you obviously were thinking of declaring a state of emergency, but the strike is not over in Boston.
Yeah, the strike is not over in Boston, and we know that there are other cities that are being targeted now. The bottom line is, I represent the citizens of Chula Vista, and we acted quickly and effectively to say this strike was unfair and we were unfairly targeted.
Can you kind of just describe just a little bit? Somebody jump in.
Yeah, I mean, just also to tell you, again, my trash cans are full and on the curb. So I understand how it is. I'm talking to my neighbors on the street. This was an unacceptable thing. We have a contract with Republic Services. Republic has a contract with the Teamsters, and There was no violation that we had done or we had seen to cause a strike.
Would it create any health hazards around the city?
Our biggest concern was with restaurants. Restaurants, especially with high volumes, their trash was collecting, and that's where you have, since it's restaurants, you have a lot of food, so you get varmints who look to be able to get those. We made that a priority for Republic Services to collect, and anytime we would see a restaurant or a health hazard that seems to be potentially growing, we would put them on the top of the list with Republic Services to get collected. Good question.
Anything else, you guys?
Yeah, and just I'll tell you the steps from now again. So as a resident, keep your trash carts on the curb. They will be picked up in the next day or two. And the resuming Monday should be fully up to date. So again, the focus is residents, apartment complexes, commercial, and we're here to be able to support our residents to make sure Chula Vista is clean and safe.
Otay landfill is still open for if they want to do it themselves or
Yes.
try to dispose of it in a correct manner.
Yeah, the two things that we were able to get, well, two of the things, we had several good results from the emergency meeting on Monday, besides setting a deadline for a state of the emergency. But the one thing was to get a free pass to dump your own trash at Otay landfill. That will still be open this week. And then also to not have to separate the trash. If you're looking to just put it in one trash can this week, you're allowed to do that this week after the strike.
Has your trash been collected yet?
My trash has not been collected yet. So I again, understand what it is. They were supposed to collect it on Monday. They haven't come yet, but I'm hopeful that they will come today or tomorrow. Anything else? Good.
Just to clarify,
Yes.
if
Yes.
you would have declared a state of emergency, would that just only help, residents, that you guys would actually deploy city workers to go on and do the work that sanitation workers would do, or what would that sort of help in that term?
Yeah, we would have then been able to use city workers to pick up those really health issues. They wouldn't act as sanitation workers, but the city workers would have been able to take care of trash and critical public safety issues. In addition, we would be able to use partners, and that then we could bill Republic Services.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
guys.
Mayor.
And call me or email me if you have any other questions. We're happy about this, and I want to make sure we get you the correct information.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.